That is interesting.
How does it compare to a traditional Rusty Rail? Hi, welcome back to Everyday Whiskey. I'm Mike.
And I'm Dan. This week on Everyday Whiskey, we are bringing back an old segment that we haven't done in probably about 4 or 5 months.
Quite a while.
Quite a while, at least since we've moved the set into my house, which is, 6 months ago.
About.
But we are doing a cocktail hour, which basically this week we are going to do the Rusty Nail cocktail, which if you guys don't know, it is half Drambuie, half Scotch of your choice. And Mike, which type of Scotch do we choose here at Everyday Whiskey?
We're going peaty this time, so it's going to be interesting. It's definitely going to add a new dynamic to this cocktail because I feel like if you order this at a bar, you're most likely going to get something along the lines.
I would say like monkey shoulder.
Yeah, monkey shoulder.
You would use a blended Scotch, something a little sweeter with a little cherry blossom note, with a little honey note.
Yeah.
Here we're going to turn up the volume a little bit on it and see see how much this Drambuie really takes over the cocktail. But the premise of this episode is to see the more money you spend on a cocktail, does it get better?
Yep. So as always, we start it with something inexpensive, which is the Peat Monster.
For about $50.
Yeah. So this is going to be okay. So peaty scotches, they're going to start at a higher price point. So it might not really be inexpensive, but it's definitely the lower tier out of all three. So $50 for
the middle one. If you don't know what it is, it'll be under a rock.
Yeah. And we've had it on here quite a bit. It's the Ardbeg 10 Classic Super Peaty. What's that? That's about 70?
Yeah, 70 a bottle.
70 a bottle.
And last but not least, one of my crown jewels of my collection behind us.
Yes.
The Bruichladdich Octomore 11.3. It is the peatiest Scotch in the world at 194 parts per molecule.
Yep.
Which that basically means it is pure. It's either pure heaven or pure hell for you. There's no one who goes and is like, man, that's okay.
Yeah.
Either it tastes like battery acid to you, or it tastes like a fluffy pillow.
Yeah. And that clocks in at what, 230?
It's over. All right, we'll just say over 200.
Over 2. Yeah. So obviously that is definitely our high end.
And obviously this is for shock value.
Yeah. No one's ordering a Rusty Nail with this in it. A, you can't even find this at a bar. B, it's just not.
And if you do that, you got some fuck you money. The only reason I'm doing this is just because it's fun.
Yeah, we always like to do that. When we do these episodes, if you've watched other cocktail hours, we always pick the high end to be absurdly high end.
Just to hammer the point home.
Yeah.
Alright, so we're going to start with the Peat Monster Rusty Nail. I was saying Rusty Rail all day yesterday. And it sounded like a complete dickhead. That is interesting.
How does it compare to a traditional Rusty Rail?
I like the traditional Rusty Rail a little bit better. It's just the peat. Peat overtakes everything.
It's a very hard flavor to work with. That's why I suggested that the one cocktail yesterday, like my own creation.
Oh, the penicillin.
The other one.
We can try and do on the live.
We'll do that on a live or just another episode. Basically, my idea was take a peaty scotch, something like this, and then I wanted to call it the Pineapple Housefire. SpongeBob reference. Didn't want to use SpongeBob for legal reasons, copyright.
Yep,
but my whole idea was let's take something super peaty, cut it with something really sweet like pineapple juice and agave, and then spice it up with a little bit of chili and jalapeno garnish. Felt like that's the only thing that could possibly cut through peat.
Yeah, no, seriously. Speaking of copyright, not sponsored by Compass Box, Ardbeg, Bruichladdich, Dumbass Whiskey.
I'm good.
Or anything that's logoed in the back.
Yeah. Right off the bat.
Or Drambuie.
The nose is potent.
Yeah. And Peat Monster is the most dialed down, probably smoked Scotch I have in the collection. There's other Scotches that have hints of peat, but they don't actually have peat involved in the process.
Yeah, despite its name, it's really not. It's not as bad as it alludes to at all.
If anybody wants to find like obscure Scotches or Scotches that are off the beaten path, Compass Box is actually an English company.
Yeah, and they're really good.
And they source out of Scotland. They have some of the best packaging and best whiskey you could find between the Era, Spice Tree, Peat Monster. There's a couple others I can't remember the name.
The mythological series.
Yeah, they have a whole like mythological series if you're really cool. Nerdy into like mythical lore or stuff like that.
Yeah, most of those they'll take like the Peat Monster and then they have another rendition of it and it's in the Myth series.
But let's move on to the next guy here.
So my thoughts on this one. You do get the Drambuie helps.
Oh yeah, Drambuie comes through. It's like sweet honey.
It's very odd though.
It's definitely odd, but the honey still shows through. So my whole thing is like, I think it's points if you can still taste the Drambuie through it.
I like it. It's good.
This one almost smells like think of like a basement,
Okay.
like an old basement, not like a new basement.
No, I totally get it. We like to use common terminology because it helps you guys who might be new
that's
understand what we're getting at. Is it
I think that's better. I don't know how the Ardbeg it tastes more dialed
I'm
back.
so put off by the nose, but the taste is like amazing.
I like that better than the Peat Monster. Like
Okay.
immediately for me.
Oh wait, that last sip wasn't good.
Yeah.
Wow. I don't know what came out of that one, but
And the last cocktail I'll be making, like during the segment here, just to prove that we are dumb enough to use Octomore in a rusty nail.
yeah, not only is it an expensive bottle, it's also a very rare bottle.
Remember, house is haunted.
Yeah, that
Basement.
house is-
I smell basement.
Oh my, it does smell like a musty basement.
It smells like a musty basement.
Or like wet,
So
wet books.
If,
Kind of,
any-
like
yeah,
old
if any,
books.
if any of you have like a grandmother who and they have a
No, this is
basement,
a basement. 100%.
yeah, it's
100%
like
basement.
mildewy basement. Which
I'm gonna like no shame. I kind of like that smell. I think 'cause
I
it
like
brings
it in
me back
whiskey.
to my childhood.
I call it a rustic note in whiskey, which I think is a
Mm-hmm.
nice. It's a nice touch.
It just reminds me like hanging out at my aunt's house down in the basement all the time
Yeah,
as a
well,
kid.
yeah,
So,
good
like,
memories.
I like
Good
that.
memories there.
That
Yeah,
unfinished basement smell. Not a nice basement, an unfinished. Like we were just down there hanging out. So it brings me back. I do like that.
and Ardbeg has a cult following, and we've done a whole Ardbeg. So, Mike, if you want to do that hyperlink thing in the top corner here,
Up there.
yeah, we're gonna link the Ardbeg
Ooh.
episode.
That's really good.
It's really good. Like this is the peatier Scotch, but it goes so much better with.
Yeah.
I have a feeling that might lead to something pretty.
I don't know. I have no idea what to expect out of that one. So Dan's gonna make that. I'm
Nice,
gonna continue to put the jury out on this one.
All right. Yes, I got little baby shooters here of Drambuie because I didn't want to spend a whole money on a bottle that I'm never going to use again after this.
That's really good. There's a lot of notes in this that I mean, the Drambuie comes out a lot in this one,
Right,
which is that sweet and the spicy herbal. I think Drambuie is also herbal.
Yeah.
Scotch whiskey, spices, and yeah. So the honey and the spices come out a lot more in
with
this
the
one.
Ardbeg.
Yeah.
Can you edit in a drum roll here, starting at this point? Or just make a drum roll. That works too.
I can.
All right. So this is the Octomore 11.3. And like I said, we drink everything that's on the shelf.
Yeah, we
I
don't save.
thoroughly
any of our
enjoyed this bottle.
bottles.
However, my girlfriend will not kiss me after drinking this.
Oh wait, now the nose is changing. Not for the better.
This smells like This smells like bourbon. This smells like bourbon. This smells like cherry wood bourbon. Dude, this smells like
I smell
This
like it.
smells like MGP bourbon
Really?
with if you sprinkle a little mesquite seasoning into it.
Okay, I like mesquite. I like where this is going so far. That's a good reaction. Now I really like where this is going.
No, I don't want to give this to you.
That's fine. I'll make another one. Where's that Drambuie?
No, here. Oh, and this is also cash strength.
Yeah.
So that's gonna be 50.
Just getting
It's like
off.
58% alcohol.
Oh my god.
It's a little hotter.
What's
but
going on in
It's
there?
good. Dude, it's the oils from that freaking scotch.
It looks like ginger
It's
ale.
so oily. So when you get really peaty scotches, you also get residual oils from the peat. And in a cocktail, it literally is curdling.
Yeah. I don't know if you'll be able to see it on camera or not, but it look. Oh,
At
you
the
can
back-
see the ice melting. too.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
That's awesome.
All right. Now that I'm done being mesmerized
All right.
by liquid.
That is really good.
Oh, it does smell like it
smells
smells
like
like
bourbon.
mesquite barbecue.
It smells like a mesquite bourbon or something, yeah.
It literally just smells like mesquite barbecue sauce.
Yeah. Mesquite. I don't know how people say it. Mesquite. I like mesquite.
Ooh. Oh.
This just might be an episode where that $200 bottle
Wow.
actually, like, what was it? The Pappy
There's a
Van
lot going
the
on.
Pappy Van Winkle one.
That one we did. What else did we use? We used
Um,
Pappy. We used Elijah 18.
We used your George T. Stagg tequila
My
for the thing.
Stag,
I think a lot of times,
and they always failed. All of them.
yeah, they always felt the Pappy one, the best old fashioned for sure. I remember correctly.
Yeah, that one was.
And if not, Mike's gonna look at the footage and prove me wrong. But
Oh my god.
that's the best one to me.
There's okay, so
There's a lot going on in it.
the Peat Monster,
The peat came through intensely through the whole thing.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
the peat, it didn't mix very well. When you move up to this one,
Maybe the residual oils are binding better with the
it
mixer.
could be. when you move up to the Ardbeg, like I said earlier, the spices come out, the honey comes out. You get more profile. This one, I almost feel like I could pinpoint every goddamn spice in this. Like,
Yeah.
everything comes out in this one.
All right, you gonna say it or am I gonna say it?
Hold on, I just want to...
Want to resonate for a little bit?
It's just so good. I don't really know how to describe it.
I've
though.
got my mind made up which one I like the best.
I'm trying to think of like spices that I can name to like help the audience. Like,
Almost like paprika, man. Like
A little bit of that.
smoked paprika, you get a little cayenne going on.
yeah,
It's all your mesquite
definitely
mixings.
cayenne.
I think cayenne. But if
Yeah.
you like a spicier cocktail without actually adding spice, if your stomach's like mine, this is a good way to go.
Without a doubt, it's so good.
I think on 3 we're gonna name our favorites.
Yeah,
Alrighty, 1, 2, 3, Bruichladdich.
Octomore. Or
Alright.
Bruichladdich, whatever the fuck
So-
name it is.
Bruichladdich Octomore 11.3 wins your Rusty Nail Cocktail Hour showdown here. We did not plan for every package to have a black packaging on it.
No, I just kind of
It
worked
just
out.
kind of worked out, so PD Scotches, I guess, go for a black marketing thing going. But alright, so
If you got money to spend and the resources to track one of these bad boys down,
make rusty nails out of it.
Do
and
it.
Don't look back. And
Yeah.
don't feel bad about it either because you drink your whiskey how you want to drink your whiskey. So, at the end of every episode, we need to do 3 things, Mike.
Yes.
We need to do what? Number 1,
like,
number 2,
comment,
number 3.
subscribe.
Do all 3 of those for us, please. Smash that subscribe button. Smash the like button.
Yes.
We really
Type
want
out a comment, anything.
Yeah, like type out how much you hate Octomore because it tastes like gasoline covered in mesquite barbecue sauce.
Yeah.
Whatever you want to say, and it doesn't taste like that. I love Octomore. Just saying.
Flip open your laptop or your phone, just slam your head on the keyboard. I don't care anything.
Make
I'll read
yourself
it.
dumber by hitting your head into the keyboard. I don't care. But all right, everybody have a great week. Stay safe and cheers.